This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 5th of April, 2023. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather again today, more like summertime. Highs well up into the 80s, flirting with new record highs today. Then showers and thunderstorms come back in here late tonight and tomorrow. The good news, we really don't expect a major severe weather problem, and really no tornado threat for the state for at least the next 7 to 10 days. How about that? For early April. We'll take that. So here's the upper air look this morning. We have a big trough that's coming out of the western states, gradually that's progressive, and that's set up some active storms last night west of the state. Early this morning, things are relatively quiet here. Got a few sprinkles around, but most locations are dry. It is a very mild, humid morning. It feels like tornado weather. In fact, it feels like maybe June or July. We're starting off the day around 70 in most spots. Upper 60s, low 70s. Look at Mobile at 73. Highs today will be in the mid to upper 80s, just like yesterday. Again, very close to record levels for early April. So this morning there is a dense fog advisory for the southeastern counties of the state, down around Dothan and Enterprise. Otherwise, things are quiet here. There is a tornado watch for parts of Arkansas, Missouri, and southern Illinois as the day begins. Blizzard warnings in effect still for parts of the Dakotas and northwest Minnesota, up in the cold air sector of the storm. Here's the broad severe weather risk today, all the way from South Texas to the Great Lakes. We have an enhanced risk from Memphis up into Michigan. And again, the risk kind of clipping the northwestern corner of Alabama, that slight risk, level 2 out of 5 around the shoals. We have a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, down to Guntersville and just north of Tuscaloosa. And again, the storm should be weakening tonight, but they could produce some gusty winds as they push in. But we don't expect a tornado threat here tonight. Tomorrow, no severe storms expected for Alabama. There's a marginal risk well to the northeast. And day 3, Friday, no severe weather expected across the country as the pattern settles down. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Heavier totals a bit west of the state. In Alabama, the amounts will likely vary between 1 and 3 inches between now and Wednesday morning of next week. Model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4 o'clock. And you can see really that main energetic part of the system passing well to the north of here, moving up into Canada. There's an upper high that's over the Gulf in Florida. And that means that batch of storms will just slowly progress in here. The surface low is near Duluth, Minnesota. And again, I really think much of the day today will be dry in Alabama, much like yesterday. Clouds this morning giving way to a partly sunny afternoon. Could there be an isolated shower? Yes, but probably not many. Highs anywhere from 84 to 88. And then that batch of showers and storms will creep in here tonight, weakening. And again, maybe producing gusty winds for the northwestern corner of the state. And then tomorrow, the front just begins to stop. It'll kind of drift in to North Alabama. We'll have rain at times, maybe a thunderstorm, nothing severe. Highs tomorrow should be in the 70s, not raining all day. And then Friday, the front continues to sag southward. A lot of the rain's going to be post-frontal, up in the cooler air north of the front. Friday will be cloudy, rain likely at times, a decent chunk of the day. 60s for North Alabama, 70s for the central counties, and low 80s near the Gulf Coast. Saturday as the weekend begins. Still wet, maybe not raining all day, but periods of rain, very cool. If you're in the Tennessee Valley, you might stay in the 50s all day. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, low 60s, 70s for South Alabama. But the good news, the rain should be gone by Easter Sunday. Sunday looking dry with highs pretty close to 70 for the northern half of the state, mid-70s in South Alabama. Should be a beautiful spring day. Next week is looking really quiet as a ridge builds. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. And a week from today, Wednesday the 12th, ridging in place, and we are dry with a warming trend. And quite frankly, it looks like the whole week is going to be dry, and we'll be in the 80s by the end of the week. In fact, let's go out 10 days, Friday the 14th, ridging in place. We're dry with highs in the 80s, so That's very odd. April is typically a very active, stormy, wet month, but it sure looks like we're going to go through Sunday all the way through next week with sunny days, fair nights, and no rain. Here's the rain for the next 15 days, coming off the European ensemble, the mean about 3 inches, so rain should return after next week. And the national blend of models, this is for Birmingham. Keep in mind we'll see a big thermal contrast across the state later this week, but you get the idea. 88 today, but by Saturday, the high dropping to 61. But then we bounce back with mid to upper 80s again toward the end of next week and that following weekend. And the latest CPC outlook, 8 to 14 days out. This is for April 12th through the 18th. We are in the red. Temperatures will likely be above average. And again, if you want to plant, if you're in Alabama, we're giving the green light for the green thumbers. My advice every year, wait till April 15th. But now we're within range of seeing the pattern. And with this ridge in place, the odds of a big freeze or a big frost are awfully low. And again, there might be a frosty morning late in April somewhere in the colder pockets of North Alabama. That happens, but in terms of a big frost or a freeze, no, I think we're done for the season. So let's go down to the Gulf Coast late yesterday. How about that sunset? Felt like summer, looks like summer. Up this way. Nice sunset. That was a drone shot. This was taken from Nakalula Falls in Gadsden. And this would be from the Gump, Montgomery. Looking awfully nice. And again, that warmth was something. We saw many spots hitting the upper 80s yesterday. For most locations, the warmest day so far this year. So that's it for the briefing this morning. We have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. Headed to Hillcrest High School in Tuscaloosa this morning. Tomorrow headed down to Perry County in Marion, Breakthrough Charter School there. Then to Concord Elementary tomorrow after that. Friday I'll be in the Brook, Mountain Brook, Cherokee Bend Elementary School, and then I'll be speaking at a symposium at the National Water Center in Tuscaloosa on the campus of the University of Alabama, and a book signing on Saturday. We're going to be in Randolph County in East Alabama. So if you're in East Alabama or West Georgia, come see us. We'll be in Wedowee at First Light Coffee. We'll be there on Main Street between 10 and 1. Have all the weather books, hats, shirts, all that cool stuff, and we have so much fun at those things. So come see us if you're in East Alabama, Wedowee. First Light Coffee, Saturday between 10 and 1. And, of course, we always invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.